Yesterday, what we have discussed about the profiles, what are the types of settings that we can do in the profile, right? Different sections, and what is create, read, edit, what is view all, what is modify all, and all these things, and what is the way to set up a profile in the real-time project. We have discussed yesterday, right? Still, there is something left in the profiles. Okay.
Okay.
Let's discuss that. So last time when we were discussing about the external security IP restrictions, right? We were discussing that we can set up the IP restrictions at the profile level, right? Have you guys remembered that?
Yes.
Yeah, profile. What is the use of setting a profile at? What is the use of setting IP restrictions at profile level?
It enhances the security of using user restriction.
So basically, one thing is we can set the IP restrictions internally at department level, and I told you guys that even though IP restriction is set up, sometimes the user may get chance to log into this Salesforce with the help of OTP or secondary verification code, right?
Yes, because application will remember that IP, previously authenticated IP address, and it will allow user to log in.
Yeah, so that kind of issue, to avoid that kind of issue, if we set up IP restrictions at the profile level, this is like very tightening it's like tightening the restriction very hardly, even though the second type of authentication also will not work here. This is the
Okay.
strictest way to have the security. Okay, so let us see how we can set up the IP restrictions on the profile. Okay, what is our profile? Yesterday we have created this one, right? Finance stream.
Yes.
Just click on that profile. Here you can see, right, login IP ranges. You're seeing this one, right? Or else in the bottom also we can see. If we scroll down here, see login IP ranges. Okay, we have to click on new button here. Okay, then same way how we have set up in our network access, same way here we can enter the IP restriction. Okay, like this.
Okay.
Okay. See, it is asking me to enter current IP also. Okay, let me enter this one only. I need to enter other things. So like this, we can enter the IP ranges. Okay, on the profile level. Okay, whoever user has this profile, they should fall under this IP range. Otherwise, they cannot log into Salesforce at any cost. Got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And there is one more way also to tighten the security. There is a login hours concept, login hours. So there will be some banking clients or some different strict clients will be there where they'll allow user to work only from this time to this time only, right? In such kind of for such kind of clients, we can also enable the login hours. how these users can access, from which time to which time they can access Salesforce. Those setting also we can do. With this, you are seeing this login hours. This one, you have to click on edit button here. See here you are seeing, right, all the days in the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like this. You can set up the time from which time to which time they can access, like this. Got it? From morning 9 a.m. to evening 6 p.m. Sunday, no, I don't want to enter Sunday. No. Monday 6 p.m. Like this you can set up on which day till what time the users can access. Got it, guys?
Yes, Navin.
This is one more strict way, so that after 6 p.m. whoever is having this profile, they cannot log into the system. Got it?
Okay.
So in which kind of scenarios this will be helpful?
Restricting the user to not to access the application outside of office hours.
Actually, I heard one
Based on the
story.
client requirement also, it may vary.
Yeah, I tell you one real story that happened. Okay,
Okay.
one of my previous seniors or leads, someone has told me this story. Okay, so one of their friends joined one company. Okay, and then uh, some fraud happened, some breach has happened, so the company has got some millions of dollars of uh, loss. I mean, not loss in the sense they were unable to track the loss happened uh, in the system. So everyone was worried about that. That no one was knowing what happened, and that guy asked their seniors in the project what kind of application that we are using. They said Salesforce. Okay, then in Salesforce, is it fraud happened on the same Salesforce? They said yes, fraud also happened in the same Salesforce, but no one is able to identify. Then he asked, are we following any specific timings, or do we have any one working in other countries in different time zones? He said no, everyone will log off at this time, then after that no one will work. Then he was exploring, then he was finding that audit trail. There he has seen some mischievous things are happening in the odd working hour or odd timings. So he was able to identify like that issues, that someone has breached the IP address and then allowed that IP address user to log in this time, and then they have made the theft of some amount from the system. Got it?
Yeah.
So like this, it may helpful. Okay, it may be helpful sometimes. Okay. So this is about the login hours and login IP ranges. Okay. Now, yesterday what we have discussed, I said we will have some Q&A right today about the profiles. So I have prepared some questions for you. I
Okay.
want you to answer all these questions one by one. Okay. So I have given the steps to set up the IP ranges. Okay. And login hours also.
Okay.
And let's get into the questions right first. Which one is influential here, or which one is more impactful, OWD or profile? So answer is like it depends on the conditions, right? First condition is if view all or modify all is not selected in profile for an object, then OWD setting becomes important or influential. The second condition, if we view all or modify all is selected in profile, then OWD becomes useless, right? Is it correct? If someone asks you what is more impactful, whether OWD or profile, then there is no straight away answer for this, right?
Correct.
There are based on the condition only it will work, right?
Yes,
Depending
it
on the
depends on
view, yeah, view all and modify all in profile for an object, importance of OWD of the object will be decided. This is the answer, the third one. Okay.
okay.
Based on this condition, we will see some real time or scenario based questions. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's say for an object, okay, for an object, OWD is set as private and view all is equal to yes and modify all equal to yes in Tom's profile. We have Tom, right?
Yes.
View all and modify all is set up over there. Then can Tom see the records of Naveen?
Yes.
Yes. Why?
Because view all means he can access all the records, and profile will override the OWD settings.
Okay. Good. Question 2. Pradeep, I want to hear answer from you also. Otherwise, I'll do this. I don't want to hear answer from you. I want your answer to be in the chat box. Is it correct? I'll give you 5 seconds or 10 seconds. You answer you just type your answers
Yeah, I
in
will
the
try.
chat box. Okay? Everyone type answers in the chat box. Then we'll discuss about it. Okay?
Okay.
OWD is set as private, view all equal to yes, and modify all equal to no in Tom's profile. Now just tell me whether Tom can see the records of Naveen and Tom can
Yes.
edit the records of Naveen.
He
Tom
can
can view.
see.
Yes, Tom can see.
No, can't
No.
modify.
Why? Because equal to no.
No.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then third scenario, OWD equal to private, view all equal to no and modify all equal to no. Just give your answers in the chat box. Don't answer for this. Can Tom see the records of Naveen? Can Tom edit the records of Naveen? No, no. Okay. What about Pradeep? I didn't get answer.
No, no is correct, but I'm about to type.
Okay. Why? Because OWD is also private and view all modifier also no. That's the reason you Tom cannot see other people's record,
Mm,
right?
correct.
He can see his own record, right?
Yes.
There are few generic questions. Just try to attempt this. One user can have how many profiles in Salesforce?
Any number.
One.
I mean, one. Sorry.
One user is having only one profile.
Only one profile. Okay, good. Can we create a profile from scratch?
No.
No. Then what is the way?
Profile we can.
We have to have the refer of
Clone.
existing.
Clone the existing profile.
Very good. What is the link between profile and license? Tell me, guys.
License is nothing but to access the custom and the standard object. Profile is restricting those actions, like viewing of records or creating CRUD operations.
What is the link I am saying?
Link in
I'm
the
not
sense once
asking
we
the question.
select.
What is the relation? I can say link in the what is the relation?
Okay.
Once we select any kind of profile, the license will automatically
It will be
allotted.
selected. Oh,
Can we
Based
say
on
like this?
every
for
profile should
every profile, there will be a for
It is
every
automatically selected.
Correct. Every profile has like
Did we see this yesterday?
yes, while
yes.
selecting some of the profile. Yeah.
You have seen this one, right? That is a relation. If profile and user profile and profile, if the license of profile and user doesn't match, then user cannot be added to the profile. Every user has a user license. Every profile has a profile license, and this both should be same
Hmm.
to add a user into the profile. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we skip the selection of license for any user?
No.
No. No.
No.
Why?
Because without license, user is not
It is automatically displayed.
So every Salesforce user will be occupied with the one license. That means
License.
how many licenses that users occupies, Salesforce will bill for that license, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
That is mandatory.
Correct.
Can we skip selection of a role for a user?
Yeah, I guess yes, we can do that.
No, I feel
Profile.
it is mandatory.
Did we select any role here?
No.
So we can skip. Role is not important.
Hmm.
Can we skip selection of profile for a user?
No, I can't. It's like a mandatory one. We need to enter it profile.
Well, is mandatory.
Yeah.
Can we have more than one role, one license, and one profile per user?
We can have
One
more
license,
than
one
role,
profile, or one
more than
user.
one role.
No, it's
But
one-to-one relationship.
Can we have more than
No.
one role, one license, one profile? Tell me.
No, from my point of view.
No, I guess
Yes.
because it is one-to-one relationship.
Because one, yeah, we can't do that.
Role can be more than one.
How? Tell me. Did you have option to select multiple roles at a time or single role? Only one role, one
I
user
was
license.
confused with checkboxes.
That's why these all are confusing questions. That's why I'm giving you all these questions.
Okay.
To learn these things, then all the queries related to profile OWD, you are becoming jump on this topic. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what is CRUD or CRED in Salesforce? Tell me.
Create, read,
Create,
update, delete.
update, delete.
This is create, read, edit, delete.
Are you equal to edit or update? Some people may call edit, some people may call update, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That you should not get confused. CRUD or CRED. It's all about create, edit, delete, and update. Okay. So, what is data administration setting in profile? Tell me, guys.
It is like performing the actions on the record. I mean the data.
How many types of settings we have in profile on object level?
How many types of profile?
How many types of settings? Here I'm asking about data administration setting, right?
Create, view, edit, view all.
These all comes under
Object only, right? Object permission. Profile actually.
See, yesterday I told you basic level access and administration level access, right?
Basic level is create, edit, delete.
Yeah.
Administration is view all, modify all. Correct, Navin?
This is data administration. What is
Yes.
data administration setting? I'm asking. What is this useful for?
To
Access
access
all the
to access
records.
all the records or modify the data of the other
Update the
person,
records data.
other profiles.
Other department also we can access. Yeah.
Like an admin, right? Like how admin access other people records.
Correct.
How we can do that?
By
enabling that
the
option,
view all
view all
modify.
and modify.
Okay, guys, tell me what is the difference between view all and modify all?
Record belongs to other user or other department also. View all means he can view the records which are created by other users.
Modify all.
He can perform CRUD operations on the records created by other users.
Right.
Editor.
You can view, edit, and delete also, right?
Yes.
That means full rights on the object, right?
Okay.
Yes.
What is the difference between, this is very important, guys. What is the difference between view all versus view all data? We have not discussed this one, but still you just try to answer it.
Maybe in the view all, you can see the active records, and view all data can see deleted also.
Not correct. What about others? Just try.
So In the view all, we can read other records as well. But in the view all data, only some of the restricted amount of the data we can view, I guess.
Nice formation of story. that's
There is no difference, I feel.
No, there is a difference. I'll show you. Actually, view all data is also one of the setting which is present in the profile.
Salesforce.
I will show you. Okay, 1 second. We are in the profile, right? Just click on edit and see. First of all, let's go to this access, standard access. See all the checkboxes you observe here. Okay, for these all are the objects, right? Just check all these things. Custom objects, check all these things. Okay, now here we have one setting, right? Now type view all data. Here you are seeing now.
Yes.
This one, this
Yes.
checkbox, just select this checkbox like this. Now come and see what happened here. What happened here?
Any
You guys
Those
notice?
options got enabled on the objects.
All the view all is selected for each and every object. See, earlier these were not selected.
Correct.
These are not selected. When view all data is selected, this read permission for every object is enabled. Were these selected earlier? These were empty, right? We were working only on this one or two objects, right? So you understood? View all data means
all the remaining like
It's
other
a complete
objects,
access to
complete.
complete access to view all the records of all objects available under the organization.
Below question.
Only for single object, yes.
users can see all records of
All objects under the organization.
I didn't get you. Repeat that.
Users can see records of all objects available under the organization.
All records of all users and all objects, right?
Records of users and all objects under
all objects. Like this we can write now. Okay, and similarly I already given you answer. What is the difference between view all and modify all? This one we already worked on.
This we have already discussed, Naveen. I think we need to copy paste that content to 14th question.
That's the confusion. I'm saying question different, answer different. Okay. Now what is the difference between modify all and modify all data?
Similar to the above, it is
similar to view all data. It will be all users, all objects can be modified.
Yes.
There is again, if you look at here, modify all. Modify all. data.
Okay.
There is checkbox.
Hmm.
Guys, just observe here what will happen. Okay.
Yeah.
Observe the object level access. Guys,
Yes.
observe. Okay. And let's check this checkbox. See,
Create, edit, and delete.
So
everything is checked.
each and everything will be got selected.
Everything is checked.
Yes.
Yes.
This is like complete access given to the user, irrespective of. Is like an admin only. He can do
Ah,
anything with any object. Yeah, guys.
Anyway,
Yeah. So what is the difference? Modify
so
all and modify all data. How can we write it? How can we say in interview?
to
users can modify the records.
of each and every objects, all the objects.
Users can perform CRUD
And there
operations.
is one more option also. We have not seen transfer. Transfer option is also possible with the modify all option. Okay. This is this correct? That means
Barabar.
user has rights on all objects present in the Salesforce org, right?
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes.
Mm. So we were talking about transfer record, right? Transfer record. How we have to do? How we can do transfer record? Yesterday, I think sometime back we have already seen that, but still I'll show you. If user has that modify all option, modify all access, then user can change the ownership. Transferring nothing but changing the ownership. Now I need to click on the owner. Here owner button, owner field is there, right? Here some icon you are seeing, right?
Yes.
Change owner. You have to click on this. Then you can find the users for which user you want. Select Tom Dick and click on change owner. Then now Tom Dick will be the owner of this record. Like this, we can transfer the ownership if you are having that modify all permission. Okay,
Mm.
How many
got
times
it?
we can change it?
As many times as you want.
Okay.
Okay. You can change it. The Tom now can change back to your name also. Anything you can do. Okay.
Okay.
So this can be achievable only that modify all data is enabled, right?
Yes.
Different objects.
Yes. See, for a single object or modify all the data is different. Even with this permission also you can do. With this permission you can do on all the records, on all the objects. This
Yes.
one only one object.
Yeah.
Okay. How many profiles we can create in Salesforce? Around 1500 or more we can create in Salesforce. Okay.
Okay.
So guys, so we are seeing regular questions around these profiles. Okay.
Okay.
Found this interesting, all this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we'll see some scenario based interview question. Okay.
Okay.
Scope is like Navin has created one object called car deals. Tom trying to access the record of car deals. Now the setting is like this. Scenario 1. OWD is set as private. Okay. Read it carefully. CRED is set as yes. Where do we set the CRED?
Under
CRD
the profile.
Basic.
the
Profile. What about this VA and MA? This is also in
View all.
profile, right?
Yes.
So view all, modify all is no. CRED equal to yes. Now tell me
Yes.
what Tom can do with Navin's record.
He cannot access any of the record.
So Tom cannot do anything, right?
No. Yes.
Because
He's having only the
VA
basic
equal
access.
to no
VA and yeah. No.
and OWD equal to private, right?
Private use.
Very good. Now second scenario. Public read only. OWD equal to what? PRO, public read only. CRED equal to yes. Now tell me what Tom can do with Navin's record.
He can view the
You
records.
can. Yeah.
What?
Cannot do it again.
No, Tom can view and create also.
What is the use of public read only OWD?
You see, public read only is
I'll-
nothing but it is only he can view the record, but CRED at the profile level is set as yes.
So what is the use of CRED? That is a basic access. Yesterday I
Basic
told
access.
you
Yes.
2-3 times. This is only for the user specific. If this is just to give the user to work on the object, it is restricted to that user only. If you want to view the records of other users, then you should have view all permission.
Yes. Okay.
CRED is user level
Specific to
only,
user. Yes.
single user. If you want to access other user record, not possible with CRED,
Okay.
right? Now
Yes.
what now this is just imagine like OWD is like a child, profile is like a parent.
Parent.
Yesterday also we discussed, right?
Correct.
If parent is not available, then child can take the actions, right? Can take the decision in any situations, right? So in that case, if parent is not allowing to do, then Salesforce will access with the child permission. No, that's what he can do.
Public.
Tom can only see the record of Naveen, right?
Hmm.
Why he can see? Because he has OWD as the public read only. Okay. Understood?
Yes.
Guys, clear with the concept?
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes, now.
Yes.
Scenario 3, public read write. OWD equal to what? PRW, public read write. Read equal to yes. Now tell me what Tom can do with Navin's record.
Tom can do like he can see as well, and he can do some editing as well.
Tom
Of that
can see and edit the records of now.
Naveen.
Okay, correct answer?
Yes.
Okay, next scenario. OWD is set as private and CRED equal to yes. View all and modify all equal to yes. Now tell me what Tom can do with Navin's
Tom
record.
can view and he can edit
Yes.
the Naveen's record.
Yes.
Tom can?
Tom can view and edit Navin's
That's
record.
all?
And delete.
Delete.
And
Transfer.
Transfer also.
Transfer also.
clear?
Got it.
See here, child,
Yes.
parent is taking the action here, major action, ignoring the child like this. Private means this is restricted, but here we are allowing the access. That's why we can do whatever you want. Tom, right?
Correct.
Okay, very good. Now last scenario we will see. Okay. Just understand the question carefully. OWD equal to public read write. CRD equal to no. VA MA equal to no. What Tom can do with Navin's record?
OW is a public or private? PRW.
PRW means what? I'm
Public
giving
Public
shortcut.
read.
public read.
Okay.
Read right.
Okay.
Nothing he can do.
Tom. No, Tom can read and modify the record.
Think as a scenario, as a concept wise, whatever we discussed. This question will cover both the OWD concept and profile concept, guys. Just think, there is small layer of information I have given for you.
Navin, OW is set at the organization level. CRED is specific to user.
Yes.
So if OWD is public read write, then Tom can read and modify the Navin's record. That is what I.
But the basic access itself is not given here, which is overlapping this one.
Yeah.
Tell me what will happen in this case. It doesn't mean that Salesforce will ignore profile setting, right?
Correct.
It will also be there. In the previous scenarios, it's like a mix and match. Because some of the other setting is present in the profile. But in the fifth one, there is something tricky. It is both, everything is no.
My personal answer, it's like Tom can access the records. He can read and edit.
What about others?
He can't do anything. I think I'll read write anything. That nothing he can do.
I need explanation also. Why he cannot do anything?
Because if the user has no basic access itself, And even also URL and modifier also is stating no.
Okay, OWD is the first level access that we already giving. Profile is second level access, it is not there. So you mean to say you cannot do
Nothing.
because nothing is there in the
Basically.
profile. So Suhas and Pradeep is saying no.
Yes.
Manjunath is saying yes, you can access. Yeah, guys,
Yes.
the thing is, Tom cannot do anything here. He cannot see his own records also.
Correct.
But
Because profiles
Tom's record also.
yeah, profile will overlap with the OWD concept. At least one or the other setting should be there here. So for this kind of scenarios only, if we want to, in this kind of situation only, we will be coming with another alternative. Alternative for this to give access to user. What is that alternative called?
Permission sets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So permission set will be helpful here in this kind of cases. Okay.
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 So I will not discuss
Naveen,
much about. Yes.
if thread is no, Tom can see his own records all, right?
Yes.
He can see
You cannot have
he can
access
see
to object. You cannot have access to object.
others
You cannot see others also.
and even his records also.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. This is very simple, guys. Yesterday I was seeing that. Where are we? It's like removing the access from an object. Removing all object access. Save it. Here only if you observe, yesterday we are seeing student object here on the top. Now can you see this student object?
No. So it means even for his own records also he is not having access.
Because at the profile level it's overlapping. That's why
Yes. Yeah.
we are coming with a concept called permission set. Why do we usually go for permission set in general? Tell me, guys. What do you understand by the word permission sets?
Permission sets is nothing but to provide the additional amount of access to the particular user or on the particular set of records or the objects.
Okay, so this is like a permission set. An additional level 1 along with the profile or OWD, whatever, right? This is intended to give additional permissions, but not to remove permissions. Okay. Why do we go for permission? Just to give additional things, not to remove. We are never removing any permissions in the permission sets. Okay. So usually, just give me some real-time example. Why do we use permission sets? In which scenarios we use?
The sales we can do, like some of the managers can access if the salesperson has submitted some of the sales doc or whatever the sales that he has made on that particular day. So for that particular thing, the sales manager, if we give the permission checks on that to view that particular sales of that salesperson, on that it will, we can see whatever the thing that he has done. We can track that.
Okay. So, and one more thing, tell me. Okay, that's one good thing. Now we have, right? Now let's say these three all are in same profile, means same permission set, same profile or same department, right? These two are sales people or juniors you can say. Let's say this guy is a manager. Okay. Like these two users, let's assume there are some 500 members in this profile. Okay. Now in this 500 members, if you make any setting in the profile, all the 500 members will be affected, right?
Yes.
So that means if you give any permission over here, or anywhere, everyone will get access or everyone will be remove the access, right? Whatever setting you do, based on that it will affect all the users. But to avoid this, let's say you want to give some additional permission set to the managers or senior managers or CEO, though that user is in the same department or profile, he needs some additional permissions or additional level of access to the data. You want to view another department's data, or he wants to access some is these all guys works data. They want to manage these users under him or employees under him. These kind of things we cannot set up in the same profile, right? If we do anything here, all people will be affected. That's the reason we are going for permission sets, where using permission set we will give this permission set to selective people in the organization, so that they will get additional access to data that profile is not giving them. Clear? Whatever profile is not giving the access, permission set will give. Understood?
Okay.
Tomorrow we will discuss in detail about permission set. Okay?
Okay.
We will wrap up the session today here. Then we will see tomorrow. Okay?
Sure.
Let's practice
Yeah.
and go through this session session once again. Take the notes or copy these notes to your local boxes, local system. These all will be helpful for you. Okay. I'll
Yes.
paste this in the shared drive. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then see you. Good night.
See you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fine.
Okay.